Recruiting is big business in big-time college sports. So how do you snare your share of the millions of dollars available in scholarship money?
For most high school athletes, getting an athletic scholarship at a college or university seems like an impossible dream unless you're a star. One Chicago area company is trying to make those dreams a reality. It's called the National Collegiate Scouting Association, and it's helping student athletes get tens of thousands of dollars worth of scholarships.
Well, say you've got an athletically gifted son or daughter. You're counting on them to get a scholarship to help pay for college. Well, that begins and ends with the recruiting process. But how do you get started and when?
Heather's the kind of athlete that can earn a full scholarship with a lot of work on her part and a little help from a company like National Collegiate Scouting Association.
Universities are coming to Heather, so that's the part that's great for us.
She heard in her junior year in high school, before she'd even started her junior soccer season, she'd had responses from something like 70 or 80 schools.
We guarantee exposure and guidance, and that's what we're the best at. And we push the kids to go on and get the best educational opportunities for them.
Chris Kraus is the founder and CEO of National Collegiate Scouting Association. The company maintains contact with approximately 30,000 college coaches across the country.
After we've surveyed the colleges to find out exactly what they need academically and what they're looking for athletically, we then do a match as far as those schools that the kids qualify for.
Student athletes are then taught how to market themselves. They're given a game plan to follow while corresponding with schools and guidance throughout the recruiting process.
Bill Burrell is a recruiter for NCSA.
Roughly 95% of the student athletes that we enroll are going on to college and getting an average funding of about $15,500 per year.
Since hiring NCSA, Olson's gotten well over 100 recruiting letters. Colleges across the nation who want to give him a closer look.
Kathy and Crystal Coleman have benefited twice from Krause's recruiting service. Once to get basketball scholarships to McNeese State, then to come back home to play for Chicago State.
We got a lot of choices, like I said, so a lot of schools were willing to accept the both of us.
And Steve, since you've been able to kind of discover this process and Chris has been helping you out, what have you been able to find? I'm sure this has been a lot easier for you as opposed to going out and doing it yourself.
Oh yeah, I started early.
Right.
I mean, I'd like to give everybody out there some advice. Start early and take your visits.
Absolutely.
Because if you start too late, then people might pass you by.
In 13 years of doing this, Darian, I haven't had one family say they started too early or that they had too much help. So the key thing is now is realizing that the colleges can write kids as freshmen and sophomores.
I can't tell you my travels every single weekend. Guys, studs, women and men alike who are being missed that you cannot believe, who are absolute Division I prospects. So that's a fallacy that even if you're all-league, all-American, all-state, that you're definitely going to get a scholarship.
Number 87, Trey Koziel, was a tight end during his 4 years at Hinsdale Central High School. By the time Trey was a senior, he had offers for football scholarships from 15 Division I schools. He committed to Boston College before he even started his senior year in high school. Trey's father says the NCSA program was worth every penny.
I only wish all my investments had that kind of return. So more than worth it.
Trey ended up with $38,000 a year for 5 years at Boston College. Not bad.
It's just a dream come true,